Excuse an interruption, but I'm Jake Hagler. Dan, did you know snakes with two heads fight each other for food?
I'm Daniel Grande. I thought that was only the Hunt brothers.
Speaking of the Hunt brothers, how are they going to make it through this new lunch program we have? I mean, they must burn 500 calories just walking to their locker.
I have no idea. And what's with these huge headset mics? You'd think that if the school can afford a big travel bus, they'd be able to afford some wireless microphones.
The school's getting cheap on us, I think.
Welcome to ETI, boys and girls. We'll start off today with the 9-man football playoffs.
North Star's defense was impressive against Beach. How do you think they'll do against the Marooners on Saturday?
You know, I think the Marooners got a really good offense up there, but I think Coach Ellsberger will have the defense looking sharp.
You know, North Star's defense always seems to come up when the game's on the line. I think they'll flex their muscles on Saturday and hopefully get a big victory.
I think so too. Now on to volleyball. Was the October 2nd game between North Star and Langdon a championship game preview?
It's very possible, but I for one see Rolla coming in and making it to the championship game.
I agree. We got a really tough region. Benson County is another team to watch out for. They took us to 5 games in Leeds. They're a quality opponent.
Brooks, what do you got for us over there?
What do you guys think? Over or under a 50% chance that a football team from Region 3 goes to the state title this year?
You know, North Star's region has had the last 3 previous teams in its championship game. I think they make it 4 this year, as I see a Region 3 team getting in. I'm going to say over at about 78%.
You know, I'm going to say over too, at about 83%. North Star and TGU have 2 of the most lethal offenses in the state, and with Surrey beating Central McLean, that only improved those odds.
What about this one? Over or under 70% chance that the North Star volleyball team wins the district tournament this year?
You know, I'm going to say under, just slightly, at about 59.5%. North Star has a very quality team this year, but I think it's going to be really tough to beat those Langdon Cardinals again.
You know, a wise man once told me, if not now, then when? Come on, North Star girls volleyball team, this is your year. Over at about 82%.
Well, they look a little high to me, but I guess that's why you guys make the big bucks.
Let's take a break, but coming up, don't miss our extra special guest.
How about that Vikings game last night?
That looked terrible.
They came back down to earth. Packers are going to be in first in the division.
That was pathetic. They finally started handing AP the ball.
Yeah.
The new basketball season is arriving, and you can watch all the Bearcat home games on Ustream TV. The boys' games can be found on Ustream channel NHS Boys BB. The girls' games are on channel NHS Girls BB, and you can watch our Sports Center and Excuse the Interruption shows on YouTube. Use the search tags NHS ETI and NHSPN 12, or find links to all YouTube videos on the North Star Videos webpage, and find links to all webcasts on the North Star Webcasts page.
Hi, I'm Jessica Teubner with the Cynics Team Report. In a few moments, Coach Brian Haugen and the team will be out here on the practice field getting ready for Saturday's playoff game against Divide County. In last week's playoff game, Daniel Grande suffered an ankle injury which caused him to miss part of the game, but it appears he will be 100% for this week's game. We can only hope that the weather will be nicer than it is today. Now, back to ETI.
Now let's introduce our special guest. A.B. Coolster, where are you at?
Just working out in the gym, my usual place.
Figures. So Aaron, how's the knee?
It is doing very well, making a speedy recovery.
Aaron, will you be back for basketball season?
No doubt in my mind, I will be back for basketball season.
Now the real question. How do you think the girls are going to do tonight in districts?
I'm thinking they're going to get a win, but it's going to be a hard-fought battle.
Well, thanks, Aaron, for being with us today. It's always special getting your comments on things.
Thank you, Jake.
Now let's go to
Mail time!
Daniel. Yada writes, is this the year the North Star volleyball team makes it to the state tournament?
I believe that they have an unbelievable chance to go this year, but we have a really tough region with Midkota, Carrington, and Langdon all in our region. The Schwab writes, should district volleyball tournaments be held at a neutral site?
Absolutely. I think they should either give the number 1 seed in the district home court advantage, or don't give anybody home court advantage, because why should a team with a losing record get a home court advantage if that district has that?
I agree.
Cummings Power Rights. How do you think Hayden Larson will do at Wahpeton this year?
Hayden was all-state selection last year, but overall, quality of the defensive line play in the state was way down last year. In a normal year, Hayden maybe gets honorable mention for Region 3. I wish him well at college, but I don't see him being any kind of an impact player.
Brooks, where'd we screw up at?
Well, first off, Dan, Benson County is in our region, not our district. And in the words of Cody V, nice try though. Oh, and Jake, where do you get your information? The Weather Channel? The last 2 teams from our region went to the state championship, not 3.
Now time for the big finish!
Jake, are the polls important?
No, in the last 5 years, has any team won the state championship that's rated number 1? I don't think so. Daniel, why did they change the volleyballs?
You know, I'd like to say that I knew, but I honestly have no idea. But I think they're way better than the plain white ones. We're out of time, but we'll try harder to do better next time. I'm Daniel Grande.
I'm Jacob Hagler. Good night, knuckleheads.
We're sorry, Hayden. We love you.